The most memorable part of Good Kids for me was the part where Deirdre talks about why she did what she did. I thought this was the most memorable because she opened up about this incident and it made her very vulnerable. And I think it was very inspirational to other girls who have experienced something like this. Some predominant themes that I found were people talking about things and false word getting around. This example would be, I have a friend who has a friend who is at the party. Lines like this. Also, another theme I found was that every parent thinks that their child is a good kid and isn't capable of doing anything wrong. And I think this is something that many parents face with even today, that they just have it in their head that these kids are just not capable of doing anything wrong, which is completely untrue. Another theme that I found is not all people define rape or even other sexual words like this in the same way. This is proved by the end where the kids are fighting about whether or not it was actually rape. Reading Good Kids was quite different from reading Intimate Apparel, since Good Kids followed the episodic plot and Intimate Apparel followed the climatic plot. Some ways that it differed was that Good Kids jumped from the beginning of the story to the end of the story, back to the beginning of the story, back to the end of the story, whereas Intimate Apparel was solely the beginning of the story all the way through the end of the story. Another way is that some different scenarios were presented in Good Kids, like when Connor presents his point of view the night that things got out of hand, and Chloe then presents her point of view, whereas from Intimate Apparel we kind of only saw the one point of view and the one story. Also, we don't fully understand Good Kids until the end, until Deirdre tells why she has such a big part in this play. In Intimate Apparel, we kind of know every piece from the beginning. Gender and sexuality are depicted in a negative way throughout most of the play, in my opinion. Some examples of the way that this was depicted negatively was the way that Chloe was dressed, implying that she is a slut and wanting these guys to do what they did. That comes into play in real life. Many guys judge girls based on what they're wearing today. Another example is simply the way the girls conversate in this play, using the words like or well and tones like that. This relates to the mainstream cultural understanding of gender and sexuality due to how many teens are sexually active these days and may not take sex as serious as it is. I think that these guys that are in this play and in real life didn't think about the consequences of both them and what the girl is now facing. This play raises questions like, what exactly is rape defined as? And is it just girls that this happens to? And do things like drinking past their limit result in this type of event?